Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Minni Malhotra, and I welcome you to this workshop, How to Make Yourself Immune from Coronavirus. I just want to take a minute. Can you hear me? So I'm going to talk to you about this topic because it's a hot topic and a lot of people are in panic mode and they really don't know what to do. So I took this time to not only educate you, but also see how you can make yourself immune from coronavirus. Now, I'm not, this is, not, I cannot, I cannot claim that I can make you immune, but I'm going to do everything in my ability to help you get immune from coronavirus. So let's talk immunity. Let's talk what immunity is, and let's talk about this coronavirus. What is it? So in the next 30 minutes, this is what I'm going to share with you. We will cover information about the COVID-19 or the novel coronavirus. We will discuss about the immune system. So what is the immune system made up of and how we can boost this immune system? Foods that will boost your immune system and your immunity. Nutrients that can play a major role in building your immune response. Mind and body relaxation techniques which can have an important role in regulating your immune response. Who is this for? This is for people who want to build their immune system, people who have chronic diseases like diabetes, autoimmune conditions, cancer, immune dysfunctions like asthma, allergies, and even if you are very healthy, but you still need help in boosting your immune system, this is for you. And cognitive decline. It has been shown that even cognitive decline or memory issues, when you have short-term memory dysfunction or long-term memory dysfunction, it's actually an autoimmune disorder which your body has. So let's talk about the first thing, COVID-19. So I'm going to talk to you about the signs and symptoms of COVID-19 and how it can compare you to other, so how you can distinguish it from other things. The at-risk population, flattening the curve. That means how we can stop this from spreading and how to be proactive. So let's go to the first thing, signs and symptoms. So let's compare COVID-19 to common cold, flu, and allergies. Now, as you can see, when you have been exposed or infected with the COVID-19, the most common symptoms are fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath. Whereas in the common cold, you don't have fever, there may be a mild cough, you're not short of breath. In the flu, you have the fever, you can have dry cough, but usually not short of breath. In allergies, sometimes fever, sometimes a dry cough, but common is a shortness of breath. So these are the features which a novel or coronavirus is going to show you. Corona group of viruses have been around for a long time. So the common cold like symptoms are actually due to the coronavirus, but this coronavirus is different. It's novel, it's new because it's causing more severe and serious infection. So it's more virulent. It actually not only affects your upper respiratory system, but also your lower. So it's going down into your lungs and causing pneumonia, and it produces a lot of thick mucus, so the thick mucus becomes a barrier for treatment because your medications or it's not able to get to that through that thick mucus. The incubation period is 5 to 14 days. So this is very important. Why? Because you could be carrying the coronavirus for about 5 to 6 days or even more and not be infected. So show no signs of infection. And also when you have this long incubation period, you can transmit it to other people while you're not infected. So that's why this incubation period is so important to note. It lasts on objects. So any object that is touched, by anyone who has the coronavirus or has been, infected with the coronavirus, it lasts for 72 hours. Who are more prone? So elderly people with chronic health issues like diabetes, heart disease, cancer, autoimmune conditions, they are more prone. Research has not shown that younger children or children and pregnant women or nursing women are more prone. It's spread by respiratory droplets. So what does that mean? It's different from aerosol. So when you have respiratory droplets, the spread is different than an aerosol. And I'll explain to that later. Symptoms. Most common is flu-like symptoms or gastrointestinal. I already explained, like fever, cough, and shortness of breath. So the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention mentioned that this early information in China shows that some people are higher risk. This includes older people, people who have serious medical conditions like heart disease, diabetes, lung disease, and also autoimmunity, cancer, just the way I told you, because most diseases cause inflammation, and inflammation actually triggers your immune system to go into imbalance, and that's when you get the disease process. So this shows the flattening of the curve. So if you see that when there is no intervention, the pandemic breaks down and it takes a longer time for people to recover, and there are more cases that happen. But when you take action and you start isolating people and keeping people quarantined, self-quarantine, and taking all the measures that will prevent the coronavirus from spreading, you can see how the curve flattens and people recover faster, and it doesn't spread as fast as it would if you did no intervention. So what does immune health mean? So a lot of people have a lot of questions about this. So let me touch a little bit on immune health. It's not possible to go into a lot of details in this, but I will try to help you as much as I can. So our immune system is essential for survival. Without an immune system, our bodies would be open to attack from bacteria, viruses, parasites, and more. And it is our immune system that keeps us healthy as we drift through a sea of pathogens. So we are actually exposed to a number of bacteria and viruses, but we don't get infection every day from that. That's because our immune system is constantly fighting it. So if you have an immune system that will prevent this, this is really, really important. Now, if you see, the virus doesn't live outside your cell. So the virus is not going to survive outside your cell. So it has to get into your cell to survive. So that cell has to be weak for it to get into your body. And it's our body's defense, first line of defense against infection and illness. It recognizes the cells that make up your body. So it never fights your own cells. It's only when your immune system is not functioning, that's when it will start attacking your own cells. And it will try to get rid of anything unfamiliar, like germs, parasites, bacteria, viruses. And autoimmunity also develops because your immune system is not working that well. So this is a statement from Professor Catherine, and she is from the University of Melbourne, and she's a very distinguished immunology researcher. And she said that even though COVID-19 is caused by a new virus, in an otherwise healthy person, a robust immune response across different cells was associated with clinical recovery, similar to what we see in flu or influenza. So if you have a healthy immune system, you will recover from it. It's only when your immune system is compromised that this problem will occur. So what are the organs of your immune system? So we have the lymph nodes, the appendix, which has the lymph nodes too, the bone marrow, tonsils, adenoid, thymus, spleen, and Peyer's patches in your gut. So you can see 80% of your immune system lives in the gut. And if your gut is not healthy, you're not healthy. And it can break all barriers. It can spread to different parts of your body. Why do we need a healthy immune system? So why do we require having a healthy immune system? Viruses are deadly. They are all around us. The air that we breathe, the things that we touch, the water that you drink, everything has viruses, and these viruses can, attack your body if you don't have a healthy immune system. Antibodies, which are developed from your immune system, they help it fight back. So antibodies develop from a healthy immune system. So when your body is exposed to something, it produces antibodies, immunoglobulins, that will help fight against these pathogens. Think of how many times you've come in contact with someone who has a cold and flu, but did you get it? So not everyone gets the cold and the flu. It's only people whose immune system is compromised or is threatened, then you get it. So imagine how often your immune system fights those germs and keeps you in the pink of health. Antibodies help your immune system fight back. But what if instead of one of those illnesses, got a foothold in your body? So what if it came into your body and your immune system was not able to fight it, and now it's growing in your body, so it's producing diseases, illnesses, and that is weakening not only your immune system but all your organs. You might go from one illness to another without ever recovering in between. So when your immune system is in dysfunction, you will get one illness and then you'll get another, you'll get a complication from that, and so that will go on, and you will be in this never-ending cycle. When the failure is severe, so when your immune system really fails, you will see all this happen. More complications from those illnesses and infections, and you'll recover much more slowly. Instead of bouncing back within days or weeks like we usually do, you could suffer for several weeks or months. When your immune system fails completely, you're left without any natural protection against illnesses. This leaves you open to opportunistic infections, sicknesses that can even come from things that ordinarily would not harm you. So something that will probably not harm you can also grow in your body and cause you that illness. These things can include recurrent pneumonia, herpes simplex, tuberculosis, among other infections. People who have their immune system compromised due to chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, cancer, autoimmunity, to name a few, have a difficult time fighting and keeping their immune system healthy. An imbalanced immune system makes certain types of cancer, such as lymphoma, more likely. So let's talk about how we can get immune from coronavirus. So the first thing I want to talk to you about that is nutrition. I can't emphasize how important this is. So food, what is food? It is eaten to sustain life, provide energy, and promote growth and repair of tissues. So does a donut fit into this description? Well, energy-wise, it can give you energy, but it can cause you to crash. Does it cause growth and repair of tissue, but in a different direction? Does it boost your immune system? All that sugar, that refined flour, will actually weaken your immune system. It will weaken your cell walls. So it will prevent your immune system from staying robust. What foods should we eat? So it's very confusing. What are the foods that can actually boost your immune system? So let me touch a little bit about the foods. Fruits like apples, oranges, lemons, lime, kiwi, papaya, melons, berries. And why we are emphasizing on these fruits? Because they have certain nutrients that can fight the viruses directly or infections directly and boost your immune system. Vegetables like bell peppers, broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, kale, cauliflower. Again, these vegetables, all vegetables are healthy. Most of the vegetables, almost all vegetables are healthy. But there are certain ones which carry more macronutrients and that should be incorporated in your diet on a regular basis. Nuts like almonds, walnut, pistachio, macadamia, and Brazil nuts. Now, these have a lot of essential fatty acids. They have good fats, so they have omega-3s, which can help build your immune cell walls and boost your immune system. Seeds like chia seed, sunflower seed, flax seed, they have alpha lipoic acid, magnesium, a lot of things that can help a healthy immune system from preventing diseases. Protein foods. So I'm not telling you to go vegetarian or taking away the meat from you. There are foods, we need proteins to build as a building block because they build the amino acids. Amino acids, are the building blocks of your tissues. Foods like grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, free-range poultry, eggs, tempeh, yogurt, legumes, they all have properties to boost your immune system. Whole grains like couscous, quinoa, brown rice, oats, farro, barley, buckwheat, they have, all whole grains have B vitamins, C vitamins, so a lot of things in these whole grains. And I cannot emphasize to stay away from refined flour, refined things, which will actually decrease your immunity by, these are high glycemic index, so they are converted into sugar more rapidly in your body, and sugar weakens the immune system. Fats and oils, avocado, olive oil, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, these are all things that will help build a healthy immune system by increasing your omega-3s and your omega-6, which is required to have strong cell walls, which will prevent those viruses from entering into your cell. Because as I told you, these viruses can only survive if they enter your cells. But if your outside is strong, if your cell, like, why do we have big doors on our homes? That is to prevent invaders and thieves and other people entering your home. So the same way, our cells have a cell wall which prevents these bugs like bacteria, viruses, cancer cells, all these things, they prevent from them from entering your cell. So if you have a thick cell wall, this will also prevent these things from entering your body. Herbs and spices. So I love spices. I've cooked with spices all my life, and I use a lot of spices to keep not only myself healthy, but my family too. And it boosts my energy too. So like ginger, garlic, cinnamon, black pepper, and turmeric. This is really important, and it'll help boost your immune system by reducing inflammation. Beverages like green tea, kombucha, coconut water, kefir. So this has, these beverages actually have, like, green tea has the ECGC, coconut water has a lot of electrolytes, the kefir has probiotics, prebiotics that will boost your immune system. What vitamins? So there is a lot going on on the internet. Take this immune booster, take those immune boosters. How many can you get, and how many can you buy? So I just want to touch a few of the vitamins which really help, or micronutrients which will really help support immune health. Vitamin D3. Now, vitamin D3 is not only just a vitamin, it's a hormone too. So building the vitamin D levels, which when they are high in your cells, it prevents breaking your cell wall, it prevents the viruses and bacteria entering. And it also is antibacterial and antiviral in high doses. Vitamin C, we all know that have that glass of orange juice if you're sick. But orange juice is not going to provide, you would need a gallon of orange juice actually to get the amount of vitamin C you need to prevent or to boost your immune system. So taking vitamin C from a good source, up to high doses of vitamin C, up 2 grams, 3 grams, will also help boost your immune system. Multivitamin, a multivitamin which contains a number of things like B vitamin, C vitamin. It will also contain, magnesium, selenium. So like lot of lot of vitamins, but also nutrients to help boost your immune system. Zinc. Zinc glycinate is really, really important to boost your immune system. Zinc in any form, and sometimes lozenges works too. But if you cannot get the lozenges, just zinc in about 4 grams of zinc to 6 grams of zinc will help boost your immune system. Probiotics. Probiotics are really important. Why? Because they build the good bacteria in your gut. And when you have good bacteria, they produce certain immune boosting properties. And the probiotic and the prebiotic, which will build your probiotics, will keep away the bad bacteria in your gut. And when you have a healthy gut, you have a healthy immune system. Herbs like astragalus, elderberry, ginseng, there are a number of them which boost immune system and prevent progression of diseases and prevent replication of these viruses. Fish oil. Now, fish oil is important because you can build a strong cell wall. Your cell walls are made from omega-3 and omega-6, and you need an adequate amount to build good cell wall. So fish oil is another thing. You can also eat fish like 3 to 4 times a week. That will also help you a lot. But good fatty fish like smash, I call it smash. So S for sardines, M for mackerel, A for anchovies, S for salmon, and H for herring. These are the fish which have a good amount of omega-3 that will help boost your immune system. Magnesium. Magnesium is required in almost every metabolic cycle. So if you're trying to get energy, your fat, proteins, carbohydrate need to be broken down, and you need magnesium for many of those reactions to produce the ATP, or the energy, powerhouse of our cells. Spices like curcumin. So as I told you, I use it as a golden paste. So you take 2 tablespoons of curcumin powder, a good quality one, make it into a thick paste with some water. I saute it in 2 teaspoons of ghee or clarified butter, and I add a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. And voila, I have a jar this big, and I keep it in the fridge, and I add about half teaspoon to 1 teaspoon in my almond milk or my smoothies, and that will help not only kill your bacteria and viruses, but also help boost your immune system, because it actually helps in different pathways in your body. So let's talk about the third thing. That's the stress response. Now, what happens? All this panic, all this news people are hearing, and so many people are going to get infected, and this is going to go on for so many months. What does it cause? It causes fear, and we have a stress response. So when you have stress, when you have this fear, your reptilian brain, or the brain that responds to all this fear, goes into a panic mode, and to protect you, it increases your cortisol from the adrenals. So when your cortisol increases, what does this do? It increases your blood sugar, which indirectly will lower your immune response. So it will prevent your immune system from acting optimally. You will suppress the immune system directly. The cortisol, when it is high, it directly actually suppresses the immune system. It will increase your blood pressure. It will decrease serotonin. So when your serotonin is our happy hormone, we want to be happy. We want to be in a positive mood, but this will prevent that. And it decreases your sensitivity to pain. So you will experience more pain when your cortisol is high. And it will also heighten your memory. So your brain is on fire, actually. So your brain is on fire, so it starts damaging the neurons and everything. So this is a stress response that happens every time your body goes into a panic mode. So how do we prevent this? We will always have stressors. Life is a stress response. Every day we are having things that will stress us out in life. And we cannot do anything to our external world, but we can do something to our internal world. So there are things you can do to manage your stress and prevent progression of diseases. Mind and body techniques like meditation. So even if you do 30 seconds of meditation, focus on something. Sometimes it's hard, but there are apps like Calm, Headspace, which can help you meditate. There are also free YouTube videos teaching you how to meditate. So this is a good time to learn. A lot of people are sitting at home and working from home. So start a meditation. Instead of going on your phone the first thing in the morning, just use that app and do some meditation. Start with 30 seconds and increase it to 5 minutes of meditation every day. Deep breathing exercise, which are very simple. You can just, if you have some devices, we use a lot of technology these days. I have an Apple Watch. You could have a Fitbit or something else that actually you can set, and it'll remind you to breathe every hour. We are breathing, but if we just convert it into a deep breathing exercise, taking a deep breath in and holding it and slowly releasing it, that stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system, and it keeps you in a relaxed mode. So deep breathing exercise is so simple. You don't need any app. You don't need any, you don't need any investment. You just can do it by yourself. And you can involve your family before you eat meals or when you wake up in the morning. Gratitude journal. When you are in gratitude, it actually lessens your stress response. So what are we grateful for? Even in this time of panic and panic mode that people are experiencing, we can be grateful for small things in life. Like, be grateful that you woke up today. Be grateful that you got out of bed. Be grateful you can walk. Be grateful that you have a family. You have someone to who can love on you. Be grateful to have a car, a home. Be grateful to have water. Water itself is, we have to be grateful. We never think about it, but whenever I reach for that glass of water, I always thank that water for being there, because it provides life to me. So that's a gratitude journal you can maintain, and just be grateful for 3 things every day. Mindfulness. So be mindful of everything. When you are outside, be mindful of that nature, appreciate it. When you are in family, be mindful of the people around you and appreciate them. So mindfulness is another technique which really relaxes your body, reduces your stress response. Yoga and Tai Chi, these are exercises, and even Qigong, they keep you in a parasympathetic or relaxed mode. They reduce your stress response. And although it may be difficult, you can also do some stretching. So there are a lot of videos on YouTube. And now I've seen that these workout places, like the workout apps like Nike, Peloton, they're all offering 3 to 4 weeks of free workouts. And you can get this from them. So you don't have to invest in anything, or you can just do simple stretching. That will also help you. Self-hypnosis. Now, self-hypnosis is a technique which I use a lot. It helps me stay in that relaxation mode. And you can get free YouTube videos. You can use that. What do you want to do in self-hypnosis? There are self-hypnosis videos or audios to relax you, to keep you in peace, to keep you calm, to go to sleep. There are self-hypnosis videos for different things that you might want to accomplish. So use one of them, use those free resources that you have. Do I have control now? We cannot stop aging, but we can be proactive. We can consider food as medicine to heal the body, address your blood sugar imbalances, improve your heart health, boost your immune system, minimize inflammation, calm autoimmunity, and balance hormones. So all this you have control of, because we don't have control of our external environment, but we have control of ourselves, our body. So you have to take charge and not let other things take charge of your life right now. How to build your immune system? So I have researched and I came up with a very simple plan that can help you build your immune system. Careful. I came up with an acronym Corona. So I use the Corona, and I'm using this to explain. Careful. Now, what do you need to be careful? Careful hygiene techniques, like washing your hands carefully for 20 seconds. So wash your hands really well. And there are a lot of videos that people have made how to wash your hands, your nails, so that you really get it clean. Wash it before you go out. Wash it when you come in. Wash before you, have any meal. Wash it after you open a delivery package, because this virus can live on surfaces. So when you wash your hands and you've carefully washed it, you will prevent transmission to your body. Use of mask. Now, this is very controversial, and I will go over it in the Q&A that I have. Now, if you are looking after someone and you are a caregiver to someone who has the corona infection, the mask is really, really important. But how it will protect, I will go over in the Q&A. Some people have asked me the questions. And third, but not the least, is careful hygiene techniques. So keep a hand sanitizer, not just any sanitizer which has a lot of chemicals which will actually reduce your immunity, but use natural ones. And EWG.org has a lot of them. Elliptol is one which has just alcohol. It has eucalyptus oil, and that will really help you boost your immune system without giving you, prevent infection without giving you any chemicals. The O is optimization. So optimize your nutrients, optimize your vitamins, nutrients, and your hormones, because hormones like cortisol, I showed you, is directly connected to your immune system. Your sex hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, your thyroid. I cannot emphasize enough. If your hormones are not balanced, you will not have a healthy immune system. So optimize your nutrients, like all the nutrients that I talked to you about, and your hormones. Repair your gut. 80% of your immune system lives in the gut. So doing the 4R approach, like removing any antigenic foods, to replacing. So replacing, like with enzymes, you could have enzyme deficiencies or acid deficiency, because the hydrochloric acid actually kills bacteria in your gut and viruses. And a lot of people take acid reflux medications which reduce acid and reduce immunity actually. So replacing, repopulating. So repopulate your good bacteria with the probiotics and prebiotics, and repair your gut by using like things like glutamine and things, and rebalance yourself. That will give you a good healthy gut, and that will give you a good healthy immune system. Own your health. What does this mean? You should take ownership and responsibility. You have a choice of your own health. So exercise, doing the right kind of exercise. I know now the gyms are closed, everything, but you have free workouts available. As I told you, you can go for a walk, you can go for a run. You don't have to spend any money. You don't have to do anything. You can use these resources to own your health. Doing the right kind of nutrition, doing the right kind of exercise will really take ownership of your health. Never do this. So never do this. I know we have a habit of touching our face all over, so never touch your face without washing your hands or using a sanitizer or any of that, because that's the way this virus is spreading or is being transmitted. So never touch your face. Don't put your finger in your eyes. Don't scratch unless you know that your hands are really, really clean. Attitude. Have a positive attitude. Build a positive attitude. This is going to go away. It's not going to be. We've been through a lot of challenges in our life, and this is not going to last forever. So have a good attitude. Do your gratitude journal. Do your meditation. This will really help build your immune system. I hope this was helpful. And the 3-step approach. Now, when I was in conventional medicine and I was practicing conventional medicine, I could not heal people. I could not help them because I was in a prescription mode or prescribing medications for everything. And it was an acute care kind of model where when you have a fever, you have a cold, you have a pneumonia, you need medications for that. But it doesn't apply to things with chronic diseases. So I discovered this 3-step approach, which has helped not only myself and my family, but it has helped many of my clients to get their health back. And I'm offering this to you to help build your immune system. A 21-day nutrition plan, which will give you recipes, meal planning, grocery list, everything in a very simplified manner and a step-by-step approach. 21 days of immune boosting supplements. Now, I told you about all those nutrients. It's impossible to take so many at one time. So we have prepared an immune boosting supplement, which will not only have the most important ones, but it will really help you, boost your immune system. And 21 days of mindfulness and meditation. This will keep you not only in a positive mindset, it will keep you moving forward. It will help you, your immune system, as I showed you, by boosting it. The total value of this approach, 3-step approach, is $899. But your investment today is only $487. Why $487? This is because I want you to understand that there is a better way of taking care of your health. And I've seen people struggle with their health for a long time. And I want to help them take the first step towards getting a better and healthy immune system. So questions. I have a number of questions that people ask me. So the first question I want to address is, what is corona and what isn't coronavirus? So coronavirus is, as I said, the same virus which caused MERS and SARS, which were serious infections, but also the common colds. Now SARS has mostly disappeared, but MERS is still there, like the Mediterranean one, and it still affects people. So it's similar to that, but it's just a little bit more different. It's more virulent, and it causes more virulent infections because it's harder to get out of your system. The second question I have is, how deadly is the coronavirus? So the coronavirus is about 10 to 20 times more deadly than flu, and over 1 million people will be infected by this virus by the time by the time this is all over. And who are more likely to get infections? So chronic health issues, people with chronic health issues, like people who are aging, like 60 years and above, median age of 80 years. And it is people with chronic health diseases like diabetes, heart disease, autoimmunity, cancer patients. They are all more prone, lung disease, they are more prone to developing this. There is a flatter curve in the younger population than it is in the older population. How do I know I have the virus, and when should I get treated? So how do you know when you get the virus? When you have those symptoms, like, you can have fever, cough, and you can have the shortness of breath. And when should you get tested? So when you get these symptoms and you really feel that this is progressing every day, you really need to get tested. And there are tests available by LabCorp, Quest, and other lab companies. And the CDC website has a lot of details on this and how and where you can get tested. Upper respiratory symptoms and cough are the most common, not sneezing and runny nose. Okay. So will a mask protect me? Now this is very, very controversial. So this is very controversial. Now the CDC says yes to healthcare professional, but not to general population. I'll explain that, because the coronavirus spreads by droplets, respiratory droplets. And also you have to understand it's different from aerosol, and aerosol is different, where we get all the different other viruses spread. But droplets are when they are very heavy and they fall to the ground. So unless you are in direct contact with the person, someone coughs or sneezes on you directly, you are not likely to get it. But of course, people who are caregivers to people who are, have chronic health issues or who have been infected by the coronavirus, it's important for them to wear this mask. But not like general population walking in the grocery stores or somewhere else. Wearing this mask is not going to protect you from the coronavirus. Now, are there any other questions that anybody has that I'll be willing to answer? So the first question is, will I get it from food? So if someone has coronavirus and you are eating the same food and someone touched on it, what do? You can actually heat the food to 60 degrees centigrade or 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and the virus will be dead. So you don't have to worry about that. And it's spread from the objects. Okay, so you have to clean the surfaces of your the boxes that the food came in. And what about home cooked foods? Even home cooked food, you have to just maintain the same hygiene, like washing your hands well, and other things. So there was a question that was asked that said that I thought flu was more deadly than coronavirus. So flu causes more deaths, like it causes 30,000 deaths actually every year. But the coronavirus is 10 to 20 times more deadly than the flu, because it's just harder to get to it. It's because I told you it produces thick mucus, and the virus gets into the thick mucus, and it's hard to get. So by maintaining hygiene, maintaining the techniques, like taking probably the best hygiene control, you will prevent the coronavirus. And it doesn't spread from just it will not spread unless someone, because it stays alive on the objects for 3 days. So it's not going to spread unless you've touched that object. So that the same thing comes back. You use your hygiene in the best possible way. So does anyone else have any questions? If not, thank you so much for being here with me, and I look forward to helping you more. So if you need more help and you need to boost or get immune from coronavirus, click on that link and it will give you that 21-day plan that I talked to you about. Otherwise, we are also offering like a 6-day immune boosting meal plan, which you can get free of cost. So take care and have a great rest of the day, and be safe and boost your immune system so that you can prevent coronavirus.